Hello everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com, and today we are going to have another live paper crafting class here on my Facebook page at Stamp Your Art Out with Rachel. I have so much to share, so I'm going to try to talk really fast today. I hope you can keep up, but I'm in love with paper pumpkin, and that's one of the products that I'm going to focus on today. So again, we're live right now. So if you leave a comment, hopefully I will catch it and see it. If I don't, I do read all the comments afterwards, and I giggle when you share something funny. I love it when you communicate with each other. I love it when you tell me where you're from. If I don't respond with a written reply to all of your comments, just know that it's because I'm saving time, but I do read through all of them afterwards. And I try to read them while I'm broadcasting too, but I'm so in the moment. I love teaching paper crafting so much that I oftentimes do not look up and read what you're saying. So if you're saying hello to me right now, hello, I'm so glad that you're joining me. Okay, also, if you are commenting, you're going to get entered into a prize drawing at the end. I have two fun prizes today, and if you share this broadcast while I'm broadcasting and you mention that you shared, then you get entered into the prize drawing as well. So when you comment, you get entered into the prize drawing. So let me know that you're sharing too, and make me giggle. Share some funny things. Share some tips too. Sometimes I forget to share things, or it's just not in my brain at the time, or it's something new that you're teaching me. So please share. All right, so I'm going to show you lots of fun things. Okay, I don't even have something made beforehand. I've just been playing around with it. This is the way I work with paper pumpkin. Paper pumpkin is my passion. So this is, let me show you the kit. This is the latest kit that we got. It's the August paper pumpkin kit called Blissful Blooms. And this is the little thing that comes with it, kind of the direction sheet, an inspiration sheet if you want to say too, because it's got pictures of what you're going to make on it, and on the inside it has great directions, tips. On the back side, lots of information as well. Paper pumpkin kits, what are they? Oh my gosh, they are my passion. I love paper pumpkin kits. This is one of the most affordable kits of creativity that you can get. It's about $20 average US. It's $20 plus tax, so the shipping's included in it, and you get lots of consumable products, plus you get a stamp set and a little ink pad to use over and over again, even when the consumables in the kit are gone. So it's really worth the money. And oh my gosh, it's worth just investing in, because it's your little 30-minute getaway each month, right? And it's a subscription, but you do not have to continue to get the kits month after month if you find that they're not for you, or if they're building up, you're not making time for them. Oh my gosh, I could talk for hours about these kits, but I'm gonna move on because I've already gone 3 minutes into the video and I wanna show you this fun idea. So what I do with the kits every month, and what I've done with them since the beginning of time, since March of 2013 when the kits first came out, is I have done alternate projects with them. So I share them on my blog, I share them in YouTube videos. This is a big passion of mine. In fact, I have a paper pumpkin group on Facebook that you need to be a part of if you're not already. It's called the Paper Pumpkin Fan Club. 17,000 plus members strong. Ideas being shared daily. It's amazing. So because this is a passion of mine, and because I share alternate projects with it every month, I hope that those people that want to give it a try do so with a little bit more confidence. Because even if you don't, let's say, oh my gosh, for heaven's sakes, you don't like the cards that came in this kit and you don't want to make them as is, I show you different ways that you can use the kit. In fact, I even have like a masculine idea that I'm going to show soon when I post it to my blog and on YouTube. So you can alter these kits. You can turn flowers and trees into monsters. You can do all kinds of things with them. And you just need to search for the ideas out there, follow me, follow that group that I told you about. It's a really great investment. Okay, I can keep talking. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go ahead and show you. I'm going to show you on my little computer screen what you're going to need for this project. So let's go to that right now. All right, there we go. So you can see that we are going to be working with the Blissful Blooms kit, and we're bringing in a tool called the Stamparatus. And the Stamparatus is a new tool that Stampin' Up! Came out with recently that some of you may not know about. And some of you may be totally in love with it, own it, and know everything about it. If you do, that's great. Hopefully you'll like the idea I share today. But you can see that we're going to use some extra supplies. Oh, those are listed over here. So we have the kit, we have the Big Shot tool, and squares framelets. Now this is optional because I'm going to show you another way that you can do this little trick without this tool and this tool. You're going to need the Stamparatus for this though. The magnet pad from Stampin' Storage is optional, but it's super nice. Bone folder, trimmer, snips. These are some basics that I always include for you to get. And then of course inks would be great. Now it comes with the Blackberry Bliss ink spot, this kit does, but it's nice to have a couple other colors. If you do not have Stampin' Spots, you can use regular full-size pads, or you can get uninked ones and make your own ink spots. The Simply Chamois is the tool that I'm going to show you to use for cleaning with your Stamparatus, and it's also one of those great basics that I think anybody who's subscribed to Paper Pumpkin should get because it's portable, just like the Paper Pumpkin kits are. And then Blackberry Bliss cardstock is what I added to it. Again, you don't need to, but it's great to have for this particular project. I always use snail, but you can use the glue dots that are in the kit. And then these are the measurements. So you're going to need a scrap of cardstock, and that's to make your template. And then white cardstock. This is, let's see, scrap for die cutting largest square in. Oh, yeah, so this is cut kit. Yeah, so you're going to add this to your already cut supplies in the kit. So let's go ahead and go back to what I'm sharing here. Let's get the screen set up so that we are ready to go live. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's my table. Hopefully you can see my workspace. I have been seeing that you're commenting. I'm so glad that you are in with me. It looks like lots of you are already sharing already. I'm seeing comments. I'm seeing some smiley faces. Yay! Good morning to all of you. And I see some familiar names. This is so awesome. Oh, yay. Okay, yay. All right, let's get going. So the first thing that you're going to need from your kit are some basic supplies. Now, if you are a subscriber, you should already have a clear block because that comes with your first kit. If you are not a subscriber, you can use any other kinds of stamps that kind of are the same shape, and then clear blocks that are in the online store, of course. But you also need ink, and the Blackberry Bliss comes with it. I'm going to also bring in Melon Mambo, and I'm going to bring in a Stampin' Spot that's uninked and show you how to work with that. If you don't have Stampin' Spots, you can use full ink pads. These will be fine too. They're just a little bit more clumsy to handle with the Stamparatus. All right, so Blackberry Bliss, Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo I listed in there, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. Good. Okay, so that one I tried using, but it's, I don't know, it didn't go too well with what I was doing. So, Melon Mambo, Blackberry Bliss, and then I'm using Pineapple Punch. Awesome new yellow color. You'll need the stamps. You'll need the adhesives, and these are the adhesives that come in the kit. I can't find my other full sheet of glue dots, but adhesives in the kit are the dimensionals and some little glue dot thingies. This piece here, these little sprigs of greenery. Well, actually there's clear ones too. Anyways, vellum little leaves. And this is the card base. Plus I'm using an extra half a card base. So let's go ahead and just start by folding the card base the opposite way. Use your bone folder to help you crease it. And we'll set that aside for now because we're not going to use that till way later. Let's go ahead and stamp the little message that's on here. I have another Blackberry Bliss that is open. So I save the ones that I get for free if I already, or not for free, in my kit, of course. I save those for other times like, you know, giving away or whatever. So I am not going to open another one if I have that color, right? These are great for traveling with too. If any of you go on any crafting retreats, getting ink spots are a great investment because you can then take and, you know, you don't have to bring your whole closet full of crafting goodies that way. You have more room to bring other things, right? So there's one thing that we needed to stamp right away, the little thinking of you. We'll set that aside. We're going to set these aside for now, if we can. And then this is what we'll work with first. So this is the half a card stock, a half a card from the kit. So I just sliced off the floral part, used that for something else. And what we're going to do is we're gonna bring in the big shot. So first I'll show you how to do the little tool or the template that you're gonna need for this. Let's move these guys over a bit here. And then I'm gonna show you how to do it. Ooh, that's really bright. Let's move that off of there for a minute. Does that work? Holy cow, look at the reflection in there. Let's move this out of there for now. I think it's because there's so much black. Okay, so we're gonna make a template really quick. And you're just gonna have to like put sunglasses on or something. And then I'm gonna show you how to do it without needing all that stuff. I think it's because I have a lot of black on this side. Let me move these things out of the way. Hang on. Got to move the bone folder too. Okay, now let's get that off the camera a bit. Does that help? Oh gosh, way better. All right. Okay, so we've got framelets. This is what you get in the Layering Squares framelets. And we're going to take the largest one of the smooth, the not scalloped ones, the non-scalloped, and we're going to make a template. So I just have some scrap cardstock here, and you're going to lay it into your, gosh, it's still really bright, isn't it? Sorry, it's probably because of all the dark colors. Eek! Let's put some things in here so it has stuff to focus on, maybe? Oh, dear. Okay, so yeah, sorry. So you're going to put this right on here, and it doesn't matter, you know, if it's in the middle or up a little higher, it's okay. We just need some scrap cardstock that's going to hold our frame. And again, this is like 5.5 by 8.5, but you want to have it at least 5.5 by 5.5. You'll put it in there, you'll crank it through. So we're making what's called a template, okay? So we're cranking it all the way through, and now I think I'm just going to crank it back because we have no space over there. There's a wall there. All right, pull this out. You can set that aside. You can use that later on if you want. But then you're going to rotate this, and you're going to die cut again. Now you want to have it as even as you can. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to look to make sure that these triangles are the same size and these triangles are the same size. And then we'll just crank it through again, like this. Okay, so we're making kind of like a little 8-sided star. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do this without the big shot, because the big shot, it's an investment, right? For those of you that have it, it's a wonderful investment, but it's an investment. So to do this same idea without the big shot, you would just take your trimmer. So here's my trimmer, and I would cut the square size that I want first, and I'd use that as a little guide, and then I'd lay it onto some cardstock like this, take a pencil, draw all the way around, and then I would take my snips, my paper snips, my scissors, and start on the inside and trim, 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 trim. So that's what I did with this piece here. I just poked right into the middle and started trimming. It's not the perfect square, it's okay. Then you're gonna take and rotate that square, or this one of course, because that's the one you started with, and you're going to trace again. Trace, 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 all the way around, and then snip out those pieces. So you can do it without the big shot, but the big shot is awesome for so many other reasons. So, okay, now that we have our template, we're gonna bring in the Stamparatus tool. Here we go. This is a wonderful, wonderful tool. Let's see if I can make this screen just a little bit wider so we can, there we go. All right, so this tool here allows you to do so many things. It comes with 2 plates that are clear. You can put your stamps onto those. They hold the clear mount and the photopolymer, which are those kind of cling stamps. You've got this foam mat in here. This helps to raise it up when you're using the thinner stamps, which are the photopolymer like these. They're a little bit thinner. And you take it away when you're using what we call the clear mount, or the red rubber with the extra foam in it. So that's when you take the foam away, this foam, okay? So we're gonna need that. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna store these little guys on here like this. This is how you store it away. You take one off and you just stack it on top, put them away that way. This cannot be put on here like this and then pressed down, or you'll break it. But to get it going, we need to set it up. So we're going to set it up like this. And I'm going to do something really quick on my computer because I want to be able to read comments, and I think I'm finding that I'm reading them better when they're in front of me on my computer instead of looking up at this camera here, because off to the side here I have comments also, but I'm never looking there. So hopefully I can see them. Hey, Kate is here with us. Connie's here. Hi, you guys. I'm seeing comments now. This is awesome. All right, so then what we'll do is we're going to put our little template in here. And oh, one more thing that you'll want to do, and I forgot to do that. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We have to bring the big shot back. You remember when we did this guy here? Hang on. Ah! Okay, remember when we did this method where you trace it? I already had this one cut out to size, and this is my white piece that I would be stamping on, but I forgot to get this one ready to stamp on. So let's just clean up our mess by brushing everything on the floor. You guys do that too, right? You brush everything on the floor of your craft room? Because that's a true craft room. I forgot to cut out my square to match my template. So that's why you needed this piece from the other half of the card. Now we can set this aside. All right, we're back. We're back with the Stamparatus tool. And here we go. So you have in your Stamparatus on the back side magnets. There's one there, right here, and there's another one that's stored here that I have in my hands. I use one magnet at a time because when they come together really fast, they can break. So you want to be careful with those magnets, but they are great for holding things down. Now, why did I mention this tool from Stamp & Storage? Because I love it. It raises things up just a little bit higher, and it's magnetic, so it even helps that magnet hold even more. So we're just going to add that right in here. That just brings it up just a tad higher. And you can see I'm putting my template right in the corner of the Stamparatus. That way, when I take this away and I bring it back in, I know exactly where it needs to go again. Okay, so here's my piece that I cut out, and I can move it this way or I can move it this way. I'm going to start with it right here inside my template. Make sure we're centered here. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see better. Okay, so hopefully we're all good. All right, now I need to add stamps. So I'm going to pull that stamp set out. Here it is. We're going to add a flower stamp in here, and we're going to add a little heart stamp. So we're going to do two different images and stamp all the way around on our piece of paper here. So this is called wreath stamping or stamping in the round. People have called it different things. You can call it whatever you want. So I'm going to place my flower right about here because I want to make sure that it won't go beyond the edge of the paper here, and that it will also fit into the point. So I'm going to set it right there. And then I'm going to take the top, one of the templates here, or one of the little, you know, these things, these clear things. I'm going to take one of those and press it down to lift it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and ink that puppy. So we're going to use the Melon Mambo ink. Now Melon Mambo ink is not recommended as one of the colors that goes with the kit. They recommend colors back here. They say Blackberry Bliss, Flamingo, Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lime Twist, Old Olive. All those colors are great and they work well with this, but I found that the color that I liked the most for my flowers was more of a Melon Mambo. It's a cross between the Flamingo and the Blackberry. It's this pink here, and it's a stamped off one. So we're going to use full color and stamped off as we stamp all the way around. So here's my little ink spot. The advantage to an ink spot again is that it's smaller. If you're using a big pad like this, you're working with a big, huge surface when you're inking up that stamp. With the smaller spots, which you get in the Paper Pumpkin kit, you just can ink right onto that stamp, and you don't have a lot of edges of this plastic here that are getting all messy. All right, so there we go. We have our ink on there, and then we're going to just bring it straight down and press it onto our paper. Stamp and storage is awesome, isn't it? I saw Betty mention stamp and storage. So we press and we lift, and then we're going to rotate a quarter turn, and we're going to press again. Okay? So we've stamped off is basically what we've done. We have full ink, and then we have lighter ink. So now we'll rotate it to here, and we're going to ink again. Now I could be doing something separate or another stamp at the same time, so I'm going to add that in right now after I stamp this puppy once, and let's rotate it and stamp it again. Twice. Okay, so I have another stamp image. Here it is. It's a little tiny, it looks like a heart. Can't see it very well. There we go. It looks like a heart, but it's for the inside of the flowers. So I'm going to bring this back to the full color here and place that where I want it to go in the center of my flower. And now I'm going to use this plate here, push it down and lift it up. And now I have another one. Can you see that over there? Okay, but we need a light yellow color. So, so we have an uninked spot. Sorry, I read somebody's comment that made me giggle. Be a rebel. So we have an uninked Stampin' Spot, and we have the Pineapple Punch. That was funny, Melissa. So we're going to just go ahead and take the re-inker and just squeeze the bottle to ink this up. This is so cool, you guys. So you can buy these uninked spots. I think they come in a package of 5. Don't quote me on that, but I think they do. And yeah, so a great deal for little tiny ink pads that are portable, that are great for the Stamparatus, that are great for when you're going to travel with your paper pumpkin kits, because they do travel. A lot of people do them on their boats, in their cabins, in a camper. All right, so here we go. We've inked up our Stampin' Spot with Pineapple Punch. We're going to put our paper back in place in the template, and we're going to ink up that heart over here with the yellow color, and now we'll stamp that down. And I'm actually going to use full ink on all of these yellow ones, so we'll go back over here, we'll ink it up again, and we'll stamp it down. So you can see our wreath is building. Let's go back and do these two really quick, and then I'll show you how you can just ink, ink, stamp, stamp, ink, ink, stamp, stamp. It's awesome. All right, one more right here. Oh, and if you happen to not get full ink onto, full ink onto your image when you are stamping with the Stamparatus, just don't move anything, and you can ink, ink, and press again, and it'll go right in the same spot. There's so many cool things about this, you guys. You have to go back. I have a blog post that's back in April, the end of April, and I participated in a blog hop that Stampin' Up sponsored. A whole bunch of us demonstrators were in it, and we, oops, you can't see me inking that up, and we each shared lots of different tips on this Stamparatus tool. So I will put a link to that in my description of this video here, so you can go back and see that, and then you can follow the hop. It's awesome. Oh, I forgot to do the inside of the flower. Let's go back to the inside of the flower while it's sitting there. Ink, ink, ink. Stamp. Rotate. This is the most time-consuming part of this card. The rest of it is so fast. We have 2 more to go. So let's do that again. Ink, 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 ink. We can even ink this one here. We'll stamp this down. We'll bring this one over, stamp it quickly. Look at this. It's making a perfect wreath, which is why some people call this the wreath technique or stamping in the round. And I've seen some cards where they actually take this square here, and then they cut it with the circle framelits afterwards. Stamping in the round. Yes, Kathy. Yeah, that's the technique they've called it too. But you can take and then cut this into a circle, and you'll have like the perfect wreath. But you don't want to have it in a circle before you do the stamping, unless it's okay with you as you rotate it that it's not evenly spaced all the way around. The squares allow you to evenly space everything. Now we can come in with this tool next. I know it's dirty, but it is awesome because this little thing here can clean off our stamps, and it'll stain, it's okay, but we're cleaning this off without having to take and peel it up and get ink on our hands. We can just clean it right here. Okay, so they stain, photopolymer stains, that's why you still see pink on them, but we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and set this stuff aside for just a minute. And we're going to bring this wreath back and we're going to stamp, oops, let's set that down on there. We're going to now show you quickly how you can label these spots. This is fun and easy. I think I got this idea from Patty Bennett. Thank you, Patty. So you just take and punch out that matching cardstock color and write the name of the color on there. Do it on the front and the back. So that way when you store your Stampin' Spots, you can have them identified whether you're seeing your Stampin' Spots this way or this way. You've got the colors for your new little homemade pads on both sides. So this is how I store my Stampin' Spots now, thanks to Terry Gaines, who gave me the idea of just wrapping the acetate or the window sheets around and making little holders so that you've got 5 in a row, and then you can fit 15 in one of these standard little stamp storage cases. So yay for that. Thanks, Terry. All right, so now we have another layer that we want to bring in, but before we do that, let's stamp, because I told you Blackberry Bliss is your third color. So let's zoom in a little bit here. I'm just talking away today, aren't I? I have so much to share. Okay, let's stamp a few of these. Okay, so this is just kind of a little, I don't know, spray. It could be the inside of the flower. It could be whatever, another flower off on the side. I'm just gonna kind of fill it in here and there around my wreath just because it's fun and it's festive. And it just builds the wreath. And you want to do a few little random images on your wreath because you don't want it to look so perfect, right? Okay, so now that we have that on there, then one more stamp. This is the inside of the flower. It looks like that. And we're just going to stamp that here and there around the inside of the flower. Oh, I like this wreath so much better than the one I initially made. That's why I don't have a card made ahead of time like I normally do. We're just making this right on the spot. Okay, that one looked a little too perfect because I'm kind of going in the same direction. There we go. All right, so that is done. The stamping portion is done. We can clean those off in just a minute later with our little chamois. This is not the size of the chamois, by the way. It's 4 times this size. So you actually get, I took and cut my chamois into 4 pieces so it's easier to use and easier to travel with my Stamparatus. All right, now we need to add, we're gonna do the pearls later. Okay, so after we've done this, we're gonna layer it up onto some cardstock. So I just cut some cardstock slightly bigger, and you can either use the glue dots that are in the kit, or you can use what I like to use is snail adhesive, and we'll just stamp. We'll just add that to our frame. That will make it stand out more. We'll bring in our card that we folded. Hang on, it's over here. That we folded earlier. We have the flowers on the inside. You can see those colors look pretty darn good with that. And on this piece here, we're going to actually rotate it to go horizontal. So in the horizontal position, we're going to take and lay our leaves. And I think I want to have a couple leaves that are in the bottom and a couple on the top. So I'm going to decide where I want this to go. And I think it's going to look really awesome if it's right about there. Let's have it centered. See, again, I'm just creating on the spot. All right, we're going to have it centered. So if we're going to have it centered, I can go ahead and add some adhesive right through the center. I'm putting down adhesive first because I find it's easier to take and add these leaves underneath the layers if you kind of have like a little spot to just stick it to. So that's my recommendation. So we'll just add those on there like that, and we can check it out to see what it looks like. Yep, liking it still. And then these can go up here. Make sure we can see them as they peek out. We might have to add a little bit more adhesive right up in here. And we'll add that one maybe sticking out right about there. That looks good. Okay, and then we'll peel off the backings on the dimensionals. Okay, so if you need supplies, by the way, you can shop for products in my online store. You can click the shop button on my Facebook page, or you can go to my blog at stampyourartout.com and purchase from me there. You can't purchase paper pumpkin kits that are like this there necessarily. You have to become a subscriber first to be able to purchase paper pumpkin kits, and usually it's just past kits or refills that are in the online store. So my recommendation to you is to become a subscriber. Again, you can cancel after a month if you find you don't like it. Now, if you already have a demonstrator, purchase from them. Support your demonstrator that you already have. Also, make sure that you're visiting me on Facebook. Okay, there, I got to play with my little graphics. I love those graphics, but it's best when they're out of the way for most of the time, because then you can see what I'm sharing, right? Okay, couple more things that we want to add to our card, and that's just extra leaves. So I'm going to take and snip off the end of this one here, and now I'm going to bring in those glue dots from the kit, if I can find, oh, here they are. Here they are, got them. And we're just going to peel back one and stick it on the back side here. This is why I typically choose not to use the glue dots that come in the kit. First of all, I have other product, but my fingernails sometimes don't work with these tiny little things too well. But you put the glue dot on there like that, and then you kind of wrap in the excess so that it's not sticking out. You want to have it all tucked on there. And this one can come out maybe from the wreath about here. So you can have some extra little leaves that are sticking out from the wreath, like that, as if they're coming from the other side. Does that make sense? You could stick more on there if you want to. I think I'll play with this off camera because I'm not so sure about that. Let's go ahead and add this up on dimensionals on that side, and add some adhesive on this side because this side's raised up already, so we just need to make sure that this side stays raised up. And we'll lay that across the card like that. Make sure it's straight and press it down. The last embellishment for this are pearls, and these are the, thank you, Catherine. These are a new little sticker from Color Street. Thank you, Christine Jonick. She provides me with my little sticker nail things from Color Street. Okay, so then we can come in and we can put these fun little pearls. And I found that almost all of these color pearls work perfectly with the colors that are in this kit. They're a separate product. You can get these in the online store. Rhinestones would work well here too. But if you're looking for an embellishment to go with your kit, the Share What You Love Artisan Pearls are amazing because of the colors. They're just great. So just lift them up and stick them on. And if you already put this down first, you don't have to worry about putting pearls in the middle of the ones that are underneath, right? So on the inside of this card is where you would write your message. You don't always have to have all the boring things on the inside, right? Just flat and boring. You can sometimes put the pizzazz on the inside of your card. So there is the front of the card, and on the inside we have that for writing. Yay! So again, I like to do alternate projects with these kits. Let me show you something else here really quick. This is what I store my stamps in. So when I collect a stamp set from my paper pumpkin kits, I stick them into these little pockets, and most of the time I have the back side, it's not labeled all the way yet. Looks like I stopped labeling back in October. Oops, let me zoom out a bit so you can see it better. There we go. So here we have stamp sets that go way back, and I need to get to labeling these again, but this is where I store them all, and then I can find them later on, store my spots in these things. It's awesome. So that is one thing I wanted to share. I wanted to also share a couple other alternate projects that you'll want to get inspired by. I'm off camera, but here I am, I'm back. Okay, so these are fun things that I've been creating, and that you'll see on my blog in the coming days. In fact, these two, the pages and this, you'll see on my blog tomorrow for the Paper Pumpkin blog hop. This is just a fun little wrap for a Kleenex container, a personalized Kleenex container. And then these are some scrapbook oh, again, the black just makes it, wow, I'll have to show you one at a time. So here's one page, and here is the other page. So you can put lots of photos on these. I was actually thinking these ideas would be great for putting together, super fast and easy, by the way, for a memorial service. You have a bunch of these little tissue boxes off on the side for anybody who needs tissues, and then you'd want to share lots of pictures of the loved one that passed away. So a scrapbook page that has lots of places for those photos. And I would recommend even making multiple sets of these and having them on display around. And then you can take the pages and just put them into a memory book, an album afterwards. So that's what I'm sharing on my blog tomorrow with measurements and all of that. And then this is included in one of the alternates that I make on my monthly videos, and I walk you through how to make this. I don't know when this is going to be posted, next week sometime, but this is a cupcake holder, and I've got other fun things to share. So anyways, lots of fun goodies around the corner with paper pumpkin ideas that I want to share with you. The next kit coming up is spooky. So this is the little flyer that came in our August kit. So this will be the September kit, and you just have to sign up by September 10th. If you do not have a demonstrator already, I would be happy to be your paper pumpkin coach / demonstrator. I'll have a link in this video for signing up for Paper Pumpkin, and you just have to sign up by September 10th in order to get that kit. So prizes. All right. I really did not look at comments much this time, you guys. I'm so sorry, but that means I get some good reading afterwards. I hope that you've been sharing this video. If you did share it in some way, I hope that you have mentioned that you've shared it, because any comment gets you entered into the prize drawing. Let's go back to this for a minute. And I've got some fun prizes that I'm going to give my prize winners as a choice. So let me get them set up on the table here, and then we'll bring the screen back down here. Hang on. Okay, so I am a paper pumpkin freak, so this is what the prizes are. I'm so excited. Okay, so if you have not gotten some past kits, you might be happy about this, because sometimes those stamp sets are pretty rare. This is what I have for you. The choices are, oops, there we go. Oh, it's not going in. Hang on. There we go. These are the choices. So we have this one. Oh my gosh, this stamp set is from a long time ago. But look, it's in pristine condition, because I typically will open up 2 kits to make all my alternates, and the second kit, I have the stamp set forever. I give it away as prizes at my events or whatever. So this is one stamp set that is ready in the prize. And then this is the other one that's a little bit more recent. From a couple Christmases ago. Very pretty. It's got joy on there, Noel, just in time for the holidays, and this is a great all occasion. You're also going to get a blank Stampin' Spot ready to ink up with your favorite color, a pen that says Paper Pumpkin, either in the blue or the red, and then a case to start storing your ink pads in. So I want to win something. Yay! Thanks, Betty. And thanks, Tiffany, for your sweet comment that I just caught. So if you are somebody who wins, then the first person gets to actually choose their prize. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh my computer screen so you don't have to watch me refresh it. And then we're going to move to my computer so that we can see in action what this fun website chooses for our winner. By the way, if you're a demonstrator and you're wondering what programs I use Switcher Studio to mesh all my Apple product cameras together. Switcher Studio and Apple products is what I've been using for all these fun graphics and stuff. It is not logging in. Hang on a minute. Okay. All right, let's set up the computer this way here. Okay, let's try it again. We're trying to log in so that we can pick a random winner. In the meantime, just keep commenting, because you get entered for your comment, and if you haven't commented yet, now's your chance. Make sure that you're entering. Okay, looks like I'm going to refresh the posts. Okay, we're going to bring it to There we go. Here we go. So here we go. We're refreshing the posts and we're going to pick a winner. We had 247 comments right now. Let's make sure it's... My computer's slow today. Do you see this little circle up here? It's moving around and around. There we go. We have 255. Yay, a few more people got in on it. Let's pick a winner. 1, 2. We got to click those two things. And our first winner, scroll down, is Cindy Keene. Yay! And she shared. Thank you, Cindy. All right, let's pick one more winner. So Cindy, if you're still on live with us, we're cheering for you. And you want to make sure that you contact me. You can message me through my Facebook page. Or if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can message me privately that way too. I will also try to get in contact with you. Sometimes it's hard for me to search for these names again. But try to contact me if I don't contact you. So Cindy gets to pick first. And then who's our second winner? Our second winner is Julie Arvin. Aw, thanks, Julie. I love your comment too. So those are the two winners. Now, if any of our winners live outside the U.S., I can send you a card instead. I just can't send product because I can only send product through to U.S. residents. But you still get to win in a way, right? That's the fun. So you know about the Halloween kit? Oh, Stamp and Storage Magnet Pad. I just want to go back to that really quick. Stamp and Storage is a company that I'm an affiliate with. I love their products. My whole craft room has Stamp and Storage products all around it. So I just want to give a shout out to them because they're having a grand opening soon. This is just one of their products. Let's see if I can do that again here. This is just one of their products. But if you're looking in the background behind me, I have like paper holders and stamp pad holders and ribbon holders that you can't see. Let's see if I can turn the camera really quick. I have things all along this wall too that I just love. Stamp and Storage is awesome. So I just want to shout out to them because they're having a grand opening. I think it's September 14th. It's a Friday. And I'm going. I hope you're going. It's in Hutchinson, Minnesota. Grand opening for their retail store because they've been in business a while, but now they're having a retail store. So I hope you come out with me for that. I also want to mention my birthday month. This is my birthday month. Happy birthday to me. And because it's my 50th year, I'm 50, I'm having a fun little ordering special going on for anybody who does not have a demonstrator and would like to order some products today. You have today and tomorrow to get in on the birthday special. And basically, if you place a $50 order, by the end of the day tomorrow, you get a pack of pearls sent to you. And if you, yay, Cindy, she's excited. I love it. And if you place a $75 order or more, you can actually get a choice of a classic ink pad. And these are the new ink pads. You pick your color. And I'm loving it because we have lots of people who are taking advantage of this birthday special. I don't think there's anything else that I needed to mention today. Oh, yes. One more thing. Next week. I'm not sure. It's back to school next week. And I'm still debating whether we liked this time best or we liked the afternoon time best. Because I've been hearing from some of my friends that, oh gosh, there's another demonstrator who is live at 2 o'clock on Wednesdays, and I have to pick and choose between you. And so I'm wondering if you can kind of leave another comment as I'm signing off here, or private message me or whatever. Let me know if you'd prefer for me to go back to the 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time for broadcasting, or if you like this time, because I could keep 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time as well. I think those are the two choices, though. It's either 10 o'clock a.m. We could even go to, we could do 11. We could do 11 o'clock Central Time, too. So 10 a.m., 11 a.m., or 2 o'clock Central Time on Wednesdays. Cast your vote. And we'll see you next week. I don't know what time, but I've got some fun things to share. So we'll see you later on. And all right, bye, you guys. I hope you all have a great time crafting with Paper Pumpkin. Let me know if you have questions. And I want you all to go and stamp your art out now. Bye.